This film reeks of good intentions, but it's not good. It's not. I saw The Longest Ride Thursday night at 8 p.m., the first showing actually in my town. And let's just say this movie is not that good. But what do you expect? Did you honestly think this movie was going to be amazing and groundbreaking and one of the best romantic movies of all time? No. The reality is, romance movies are not the same today. But we know a formula that will sell, that will appeal to millions of people, and that will get money at the box office. That's the only point of making these movies. It's not for the sole purpose of creativity and for changing how we view about romance. It's a movie that just wants your money. One of the only reasons I wanted to see this movie was Scott Eastwood was in it, and he's so attractive. And his dad is so talented, so I figured his son would bring that to the table. And what was good was that he did. And I was so happy about that. He actually tried, even though he knew this was just going to be a film that would catapult his career. Same with Britt Robertson. I mean, she tried. But is this going to be her best movie? No, it's going to be the movie that made her mark. That's what this movie's going to be. It's not going to be of sheer originality and iconicness. It's just gonna be about the dough. The movie is about a college student, Sophia. She's an art student. She's getting an internship at New York, so she's not gonna be in her college town for much longer. Then she goes with her sorority, though, to a bull riding tournament, and Scott Eastwood is a bull rider, and he's a very good bull rider. It's one of those films where it doesn't touch on real romance. It's more of just sexuality and just cheesy dialogue. I noticed in most of Nicholas Sparks' films, there's not really a real human, connection. There's not a real just talking about just random things. It's just about, I want you, I need you, please be with me. It's this constant just cheesy stuff. After a while, you don't believe in it the more and more they say it. The way that people look at each other and the way that they just know what each other is thinking, and then they have these electrifying, tender moments, like when they're like patting your leg or they're touching the small of your back, leading you into a restaurant, holding the door for you, whispering in your ears things that they like about you, cuddling. That's the stuff that should be in movies now, and it's not. It's just about boning each other and taking away the pure infatuation. Instead, it's just about the lust. What I liked about this movie was they made Scott Eastwood be very down-to-earth, very humbling, not very cocky and arrogant and stupid, but a real gentleman in some parts. And I loved that. And I loved how there are some moments in the film where they just stare at each other. There's a scene where they're about ready to have sex, obviously. I mean, it's so predictable. But what I loved about it was these electrifying moments when they just looked at each other before it happened. But then it just cut to the cheesy, stupid sex scenes, and it wasn't, memorable. But what was memorable, I think, mostly in this movie was just the way that they looked at each other. And that's not even hard to do. You don't even have to add a script to it. Just make them look at each other. Make them really care about what they're saying and put in interesting dialogue with real human connections and not just this cheeseball script constantly being shoved down our throats. Because after a while it gets old, where there's just dialogue about normal human things, but they make it extravagant at the same time. That's what I love about romance movies, is when it's not so mushy-gushy. To me, just being in the presence of somebody and being with them and just having great communication and just talking about things and caring about what each other's saying and being there as a person, not these other things, that stuff. Yeah, anyone can kiss, anyone can make out. What I didn't like was this other story with Ira and his wife, way back in the 40s. Not that interesting. I hate saying it, but I just feel like both of their, Sophia and Luke's love story, and then Ira and Ruth's love story, they kind of just have to just constantly lean on each other to add runtime to the movie and to make them just fall on top of one another. If you notice, it's just what will propel to the next and the next and the next scene. It seems like just one couple can't build the plot on its own. It seems like it has to have these side elements. It seems like it has to have this other story to lean on so that they can build onto it, because the stories are supposed to have a connection, or they're supposed to help us determine their fate, but in reality they don't really, it doesn't really change them. What it does is it just adds runtime to the movie, and it's stupid. I mean, they don't seem independent enough, and when it's lacking that, it just doesn't, it's not memorable, you know? Because I noticed just how they added the scenes, it just was like, okay, yeah, we'll add this, so it'll add this, and we'll add this, so it'll add this. I live for romantic movies, and when I see them now, today, in their full glory, I lose all hope for movie making and for the fate of romantic films. This movie is well shot and well directed, obviously, because of its big budget, and it tricks you into thinking it's good. But the script is lacking. It's really lacking, and the backstory is lacking. It's just not interesting enough. Yeah, if I ever see it again, it's only because I want to see Scott Eastwood, and I'll only skip to the parts with Scott Eastwood in it. Other than that, I don't really care. Nicholas Sparks just needs to write more original stuff if he does want to continue his career. But the thing is, he won't, because he knows that this is what makes money. It's not about inspiring people to strive for real love. What he's doing is just blindsiding people and making people buy his books and see his movies. So that's my thoughts on The Longest Ride. Should you go see it? Probably not. If you want to see it, wait till it comes out on DVD or Redbox. And yeah, other than that, I don't really think it's worth your money. Honestly, I think you could wait to see it. This was just a movie to make money and to catapult some actors' careers. That's the only reason why this movie was really made. People might just be like, oh yeah, it's a movie, why are you taking it so seriously? And just have fun with it. I was having fun when I was watching it, but I was bored a lot. My viewers on here are male, but if you guys have any interesting thoughts about The Longest Ride, let me know. I'd be really curious. And also, I reached 500 subscribers today. I saw it on my YouTube page on my phone. I was freaking out. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I still need to do a Q&A video, but I just have not received enough questions to do one. So, I mean, I don't know if I should still do one because I kind of promised it and I didn't really keep my promise. Sorry. But if you guys want me to do it, please leave me some more questions. I need at least probably 5 more questions in the comments to do a Q&A video for it to be even worth my time, really, because I don't want to just do 2 questions, because it just kind of, it's like, hey, I'm popular on YouTube, I'm answering my 2 questions. And yeah, you guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My Instagram and Twitter is @KaraTheMovieBug, and then the links are down below. So yeah, if you guys also haven't subscribed to me, please do. It would mean a ton to me. And comment. I just love hearing your guys' thoughts. Even though I don't reply the second you comment, I do my best to reply to every comment. So be patient with that, and I just love hearing what you guys think. Just as much as you probably love hearing what I think. So yeah, and that's my thoughts. So that's it for today, you guys, and thank you again for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.